My sound is not there.
No, enough.
Let me check my audio. Yeah, my audio is
I can hear you. You can think?
Check my audio. Yeah, my audio. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You're very loud.
Okay, let me see your sound. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My sound is good, right?
It's good. It's good. It's clear. I can hear you properly.
Yeah, Jibril says
always
something.
Here a little bit because Ben Jam Google. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us share the video, and then we will actually read out the statement, the press release by the National Unity Government, by the presidential desk of the National Unity Government. So we would like to share with you what was met yesterday by the first Vice President, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, and first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar, and the other 4 Vice Presidents. They met yesterday, and so we are here to issue to you the press release that was issued yesterday. So stay tuned and help us share the video. And if you would like to join the conversation or debate, we also invited you to get yourself ready. The link is ready to be shared. And so help us share the video too if you want to be part of the conversation. Thank you.
Tishabe oye, Tikisos oye, Tasawin oye, Lash Morobor, Malonga one, Nikushuye, Mapen oye, Pakula oye, Nada Miluri, Machine Chica, Ninagle Mapel, Shakatle Pakula, Kashafia Wingy Bull, Niukush boye, Commando oye, Tiger oye, Nada Miluri, Machine Chica, Ninagle Mapel, Shakatle Pakula, Kashafia Wingy Bull, Niukush boye, Commando oye, 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 Nada Miluri, Machine Chica, Ninagle Mapel, Shakatle Pakula, Kashafia Wingy Bull, Niukush boye, Commando oye, Tiger oye, Nada Miluri, Machine Chica, Ninagle Mapel, Shakatle Pakula, Kashafia Wingy Bull, Niukush boye, Commando oye, oye, oye.
Sorry, someone called.
It look like a time now. Bill look to start.
In
Now
the
we in
introduction,
Chuma.
below, we can work.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming, and also thank you for joining us later on. Somebody like Jibril Kwan and other people there, you can join us. Our topic tonight is, you can see there, we want to analyze the press release that we hear in the afternoon about what's going on right now with the new General Garwidwell and uh, his deputy, Johnson Wooling. They want to try to change the regime. I mean, change the party, which is the IU, like we always talk a long time ago. That is Garwidwell and Wooling, their kids will come later on, and everybody say they all IU. Jabril, you are the part of this conversation before. I don't know now. You can prove us wrong, or you will prove us right. I don't know, but that is how we talk long time ago. We say these people, they are not the IO. They are just some people, they want to turn against the IO. But you guys cannot believe until now. I don't know if you can say yes, what you telling us long time ago is true, because we told you Wulong is not the IO. Wulong never trust IO. That is why now it's become now is again is Riek Machar. You say thank you, right? You say thank you for what we said long time, right, Jabril? But you guys not understand what we tell you now. What we preach Denka Padang long time ago has become true. So now, what we will talk later on, you will be invited to. We might not be longer than we used to do this live, because tonight we want to hear from you, or from what he call so-called Aguleg, or whatever is called himself is Aguleg is okay. But this is what we want to analyze. We have a paper. We can read it out later on with the Biluluk right there. And you and me and Biluluk or other people, we can, uh, analyze this together. Because my first thing I ask myself, I say, can Johnson, Woolen, and Garwigwal prove this change? If they fail, what they do, they will combine and they will be together. They will be put it together with Riek Machar and they will join together. That is what will happen. And that's what I know. Because later on, Riek Machar will say, okay, if it is like this, I want to welcome you guys to come and join me. Okay. Political like a web. We tell you a long time ago, it's like a football. Like when you kick the ball today and kick it to the back and kick it to this side and kick it to here. Because I am me, Mama Tek, I am the coach. I know how to kick the ball, and I know how to get the ball from you. That is true. The political is like a web. So you can change your mind, but we tell you here, we Padang people, we definitely tell you the truth that will come true. We say Jonathan Wulang is not even an IU. You say yes, it's an IU. Everybody say this is the IU. No, it's not an IU. Now is the time for Riek to be changed. But this is the question here. How long do Johnson Wulang and Garwidwal take to replace this peace agreement? Because Riek Machar went through a lot of process to sign this peace agreement. So do they want to rebase the signature, or what they gonna do? Or what we suggest now, and Bilulu will come later on. What I suggest and will come through is Johnson Wulang and Garwidwal, they have to join Riek Machar together, three of them, and then they will arranging the party and make sure they get the position. That what will happen, and exactly will happen the same like this. But this is what the paper Billy Luke had it there. I don't have a paper here, but what is said in the paper on the paper is that what we wanna analyze now. You can say are you Viva or you can say whatever Viva, but you make sure you prove it. If you don't prove it, you will quit the South Sudan, I believe. If you don't prove it, you're gonna quit. You're not gonna be belong to South Sudan anymore if you don't prove it. And that is why we tell to you guys, you need to prove it. We Denga Padang, we still there, but it's still Johnson Wulang is still coming looking for Padang also. Okay, we still there waiting for him too. Let him come. So Billy, look, I will not go further. I will give a chance to you, but our brothers here, they're gonna come later on and join us. Or if they don't join us, also it's okay. This is I will give here, and you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Daniel Yuot, for the wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be around the world. This is Billy Luke and Daniel Matektek. We are the co-hosts of the Jing Padang Media, and we are coming live to present to you the presidential press release that was issued yesterday by the National Unity Government. From there, we will be taking analysis from the various panelists that we invited from the two faction group that have actually split into two. The group of Dr. Riek Machar and the group of Johnson Wulang, Mabor Dol, and those of Honorable Dwayne Tut. We are inviting the respective supporters of these respective groups so they can join us live, so they can come and express their respective views pertaining to their respective faction. So the platform is available to all of you. So feel free to join us if you are available. Matektek, I would like to authorize you to go ahead and share the link while I will be reading out the press statement that was issued by the presidency of the National Unity Government. And that means this was a conference. This was a meeting.
Play. Play
Konoka. Yeah, I just watch media account.
Okay,
so you can go ahead and check it.
I check it. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, or I can just read it out anyway. It's not a long statement. I can just read it out.
Read it there. I will show when I get it, but go ahead, read it there. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us. But while I read out the article or the press statement issued by the presidency yesterday, I would like you to get yourself ready if you would want to be part of the debate or part of the discussion in analyzing the press release issued by the Presidency of the National Unity Government. Badak, we will come and share together in this interactive discussion. So feel free, if you want to join us, contact me or contact Matek if you cannot see the link being posted out there. All right. So bear with me as I read the paper. So get ready, because we are not going to take my time on this particular session. It will be a very brief session that we are going to host tonight. Thank you. Quite a bomber. Go ahead, join us, ladies and gentlemen, please. Join us on the studio. Gabriel Quano, you can join us, please. Come and represent whatever group you belong to. I don't know whether you belong to the Police Machar group or you belong to the regional, whatever position. If you are a member of a Gwele too, you are also invited, please.
The guy called Mayok guy, you say we still barking, huh? You better find him, man.
Never mind about those We want you, ladies and gentlemen, to join us in the studio before I read the paper, because we are not going to take longer in this session. So please, if you can see the link, kindly click the link and join us right away before I read out the statement, the press statement by the presidency. And when I say presidency, it's not referring to His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, the president of South Sudan. All the 5 presidents met together with the President Salva Kiir Mayardit, and they actually issued this resolution yesterday. So please join us in the studio so you can come and share your perspective pertaining to this split in the SPLAIO. So I think I'm going to train. Welcome, Banya Coach. Chuglor. All right. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. I will go ahead and read out the press statement by the Presidency of the National Unity Government of South Sudan. This was the press statement that was issued yesterday following the meeting, the presidential meeting among the first Vice President and the Presidency of South Sudan. So here is the statement, ladies and gentlemen. It was yesterday, August 10, 2021, press release. His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit convened a meeting of the presidency on Tuesday, 10th of August 2021, in the meeting hall of the Ministry of the Presidential Affairs, Juba, South Sudan. The meeting of the presidency was conducted in a collegial manner as prescribed by the revitalized agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, and attended by the first Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Riek and the Excellencies Vice President Dr. James Wani Iga, Honorable Hussein Abdelbagi Akol, Taban Dengai, Rebecca Nyandeng, the Mabur. These are the presidents who attended the meeting that was convened yesterday by His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me continue reading out to you the press statement. Also in attendance were the presidential advisor on security affairs, Honorable Tut Galwak Manime, and the Minister of Presidential Affairs, Honorable Dr. Barnava Marial Benjamin. The purpose of the meeting was to discuss the recent Kiriguang declaration by the breakaway members of the SPLM, SPLA-IO, led by General Simon Garwich Dwell and General Johnson Wulong, and the violent clashes in Magenis, Afanal Estate. After thorough deliberation of this meeting, here is what was resolved. The resolution was this. Number one, the presidency strongly directs for the immediate cessation of hostilities between the SPLM, SPLA-IO forces under the command of Dr. Riek and the breakaway SPLA-IO forces under the command of General Simon Garwidwal. Number two, the second resolution was the presidency called for calm in Magenis and discouraged any interference to the ongoing implementation of the RARCSS. Furthermore, the presidency encouraged the parties to the RARCSS to adhere to the spirit of peace, reconciliation, and healing. The third resolution was the presidency directed the security supervision mechanism and the ceasefire transitional security arrangement, monitoring and verification mechanism to visit the areas of conflict in order to maintain calm and prevent any further violence. Fourth resolution, the presidency direct the SPLA, SPLM IO forces under the command of Dr. Riek and the breakaway forces under General Simon Garwidwal to observe a reasonable distance in order to safeguard against any further violence. The fifth resolution, the presidency called on the Joint Defense Board, the Joint Transitional Security Committee, and the Joint Military Ceasefire Commission to visit the training centers and cantonment sites under the supervision of the National Transitional Committee. Sixth resolution, the number 6 resolution. The presidency called for the immediate unification of the command of the forces and has directed the first Vice President, Dr. Riek and Vice President Hassan Abdelbagi Akol to present the list of nominees for the unified command to His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit. The unified command will include the South Sudan People Defense Forces, the South Sudan National Police Services, the National Prison Service, the Wildlife Forces, and the Civil Defense Forces. His Excellency, President Salva Kiir Mayardit, direct the parties to the RARCSS to endeavor to resolve the conflict amicably in order to ensure the safety and security of the citizens of the Republic of South Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the press release issued by the presidency of the South Sudan National Unity Government. So when we talk about the National Unity Government, it is a combination of the incumbent presidency under His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit and all the opposition that are partners to the peace agreement. So this is what we usually refer to the National Unity Government. That means this is not a government of Salva Kiir Mayardit anymore. This is a government that is composed of the opposition and the mainstream SPLM in government. So the government is already formed. You have seen the recent day, the formation of the parliamentary assembly and the formation of the ministerial portfolio, as well as the governors have been appointed. So now these peace partners are now getting down to the business to implement all the other protocol signed in the revitalized peace agreement. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been talking about, that the peace partners who have signed as the signatory to the revitalized peace agreement, they came together yesterday and and reached a resolution in this press release I just issued, or I read out to you. It is very clear, and this is what we have been saying all along, following the split in the SPLM-IO faction. So this is what we have been telling our peace partners to come together, support the peace and stability and reconciliation among themselves. That's why the presidency came out, because of our collective voice as South Sudanese, who call for the calm, stability, and peace to be restored, to convene a meeting. And that is exactly what His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit have done. So today we are very happy to see the peace partners coming together and address this issue that has transpired in Magenis or Kiriguang area. So this is what we were actually expecting. So we are very grateful to the presidency of the National Unity Government of South Sudan for coming together as the peace partners and condemn what happened in Magenis. So we will continue to see the security apparatus are going to be delegated to go and pursue the situation on the ground, so they can actually restore the tranquility and calm in those areas to avoid further escalation of the violence. So this is a very positive step that we must be very appreciative and grateful to the presidency for coming together and try to safeguard the peace agreement. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I think the platform is going to go to the panelists in case you join us, because we'll have some questions to present in order to jumpstart our discussion or debate. So welcome, Daniel, and welcome, Banyakoch, and Ade Kabagyo Martin, Kabang Martin. We chukale, we die. But ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to join us, because we would like to hear from the side of Dr. Riek Machar and the side of the other three generals, Garwidwal and Johnson Woloy, to come and tell us exactly, now that they have actually succeeded in forming their own faction or toppling their own commander-in-chief, what is their next move? That is the question I would like to force to the supporters of General Garwidwal. And I have seen Deng Tong I have seen him watching down there earlier. I don't know if he's still watching us. You can join us, because we have seen so far that you have been appointed as the spokesman of the new faction. So you need to come and tell us, what is your next move now that you have succeeded in toppling your commander-in-chief, and you form your own faction, what is your next move? That is the question I would like to hear from the supporters of Gerald Garwidwal. The second question is going to the supporters of Dr. Riek Machar. They are talking about the allegation of this general being bribed by the government of Salva Kiir Mayardit under the party of SPLM in government. They are talking allegedly that Garwidwal was actually bribed. But I don't understand how Garwidwal is being bribed when in fact he's actually against the peace. So I don't see this statement make any sense, or this allegation of accusing the government to have bribed General Garwidwal, when in fact Garwidwal is against the peace. Johnson Ulony is against the peace. And so that statement is quite contradictory. So I would like to challenge the supporters of Dr. Riek Machar to step forward so they can come and clarify this allegation against the SPLM IG. In addition to that, I have a question too. What Dr. Riek Machar supporters should have done is to appeal to the national unity government so that they can actually support the faction, because the faction is actually for peace and stability. And they are committed to the practical implementation of the revitalized peace agreement. So we should be very grateful and appreciative of Dr. Riek Machar group, because they are committed to peace implementation. Versus the group of Gerald Garwidwal who are against the peace agreement. So that's why it is quite contradictory for the supporters of Dr. Riek Machar to claim that the government of South Sudan have bribed General Ulony or bribed General Garwidwal. So which one is which here? And the question remains to be posted to the supporters of General Garwidwal. Now that you have succeeded in toppling or ousting your own commander-in-chief, Dr. Riek Machar, what is your move? What is your move? Are you against the peace, or you for peace? And I'm very glad as Billy Luke, because the presidency come together as the peace partners, and they condemn the violence, and they are calling for the cessation of hostility. And now they are going to assemble a team of security mechanism so they can actually be available on the ground to monitor the situation. And whoever will violate that cessation of hostility will actually face some consequences, according to what I can see coming out of that political communique or the resolution being reached by the presidency of the National Unity Government. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The platform is available. You can join us in the studio.
Yeah,
I will stop here. Welcome, Coach. Welcome.
Thank you, Billy Luke. Before I give it to our coach, I'm not going to be longer. Abiel, welcome to Young Padang, and then Jabril, everybody, welcome to this forum, because we need to analyze this one. What I do know, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, like this, the president and the fight back president, they sit together to negotiate what they're going to do. So this afternoon earlier, I was reading the Nyapali. I don't know what they call it. It's called Nyapali. I read the news.
Nyamalapedia.
I read the
it's
real
a website that they keep publishing all kind of.
Yeah, I see the Tut Galwak there. He had a message there about this peace, because why? Because Tut Galwak is I think is the man who dealing with the peace for a long time. I think it has been a long time between Northern Sudan with the peace, and now Tut Galwak was saying in that message, he say, "Don't worry, we will make this in amicably, like we will do it like friendly." Because Garwidwal and Johnson will learn what they're gonna do. They're gonna go with big papers like a peace signing, and that is what they will welcome them. Because Tut Galwak has been dealing with the peace a long time ago, so he's a man who know how to deal with these people. So whoever's thinking that they will fight, they're not gonna fight, because Riek Machar will not love that fight, because he's not gonna make it. So the what I see in my perspective, what situation going on here, if Tut Galwa will appear there, it will be something very very interested. Even me, I will be very interested because this guy has been dealing with this piece for a long time. So it should be the one who involved with this one, so he can talk to these people. But we, Jeng Padang, or we here, nobody supporting to get these people to fight. We need to go together. So if I ask the question, if they get their position, do they will believe to come in and join Riek Machar, or do they still make Riek Machar to go away and be in the hometown in Bentiu somewhere there? I think he live in Bentiu too. So they want him from Juba all the way to Bentiu, or what they gonna do? Because this guy is a vice president of South Sudan. So how they gonna replace him with somebody new? He didn't even know Juba yet. So it's just coming. So this is my question. Mine is just an analyze. I don't have a topic on it. I'm just saying, Mr. Isaac, welcome to Young Padang Media. I think we always hear talking and agree and disagree. We always the same South Sudan. So we welcome everybody tonight. So I will give you a time to say something, and then Brother Isaac is a long-time friend for us, so he come after you. And then if another guest come also, we will give him. So Akot, you can go ahead, brother.
Well, thank you, Mr. Matektek and Big Look. This is a very interesting topic. I greet you all, GM Padang viewers. Welcome to GM Padang Media. We just come here to analyze and see what is going on. As you mentioned, Mr. Tutgalwa asa Maksud Shadid Lalu, his business now are booming because his job is a peace seeker. Ubaden zo lode Tutgalwa lode yamchile peace ma bam chisaka. Taban bukuni do chanta kabir malyan do gruj de bechiri mata gari diuda ubam chi Nairobi jim not taban dengai not munu under table without even the SPLM. They don't know what was going on. So Tutgalwa they are all but he's a professional to make the peace. Ukaman is not ubadu yedu bufik yedu besura ubishil gruj tegin ubadi ukaman al back of the lindu. Ashanki de amatek Tutgalwa gasa he's very happy. Maksud be kalamda. Lakin I'm not happy, but not me alone. Ana armana bray. Kullu being to another guiding the media and mafizul maksud, including all mer mafizul maksud they had us in Maganata. Lano le nene junubin u pisa mulusan. Bade lo pisa mulusan da. Tape lo garwi duar gadi fatek gali ajama pisa ma amulo. And he did not take the gun against the government. Fiba not bediu ho hak betaw. Lakin Riek Machar kaman ma believe ma mumkin yakhalli Garwi Dwal to take over him lanu ba choya abijib essentially zai mai ta guta ya mataktak ba choya tutke ubiji bugul ya gwandi gurmo ita der shinu wulen ita der shinu bugulni der kira taban wulen we know his problem ma channel fiza wala ina indu gdiya batal ardda lakin tar al gadaidin kullu ma indum juzur Garwi Dwal tape lo Riek Machar amul time piece much juwa مغروض هو يعمل حقه. I'm not against him لكن ريك مachar ما بكون مقصود منه عشان كده هو داير يشاكله. لكن ده منه بخلي ريك مachar يشاكل Garwi Dwal. لا ده كله يا الجنوبيين. عشان كده يا جماعه هنا في ابادان ميديا قاعدين نقول لو زول قاعد يشاكل بدون هدف في النهايه برجع بدون هدف. ليه؟ Garwi Dwal وولي الشكل هم قاعدين يشكلوا مع ريك مachar ما في فايدة لانه عدوهم كان واحد. هم عدو مسؤول كان ما واحد كان اثنين. عدو بتاع Garwi Dwal ده حكومة. عدو بتاع وولي ده قال padang شار أرض بتاعه. So نازل عندهم different حاجات. لكن أنا بقول كده عشان ندي فرصة لناس تانيين. زول لو قاعد يخطط بدون ما يفكر kalam bugulu gadin bugulu zaman kalam bugulu wana tinda ma bu gadam nad gidam special jirana haja bugulu wana tinda ma kwez khalis akher bida dinga bugulu kon koida it will accept the kid yani it will accept yala lano kon koida ita da shubal juzur de shunu ma ci beda pishunu عشان كده كون كوين ده افضل اي زول يقول كون كوين اجيب اول وابدا شوف يا جماعه عشان ندل الناس تاني جون جرام زمان لما 91 faction ده عملوا ديكلير جون جرام in the video who got Riek Machar and by the way John Grant was who got in yes Riek Machar عشان Riek Machar will take over ما كان بيشوف ناس الفقير ناس no ده not a ساكر لكن في leadership John Grant was preparing Riek Machar by all means هنا قاعدين نسمع جدا يعني ما بس لكن في شيطان كبير جا دقس دقس Riek Machar قال يا اخي عندك ناس كثير عندك بو بتاع ناس بتاع ما you take over it's ready for you ياو زولا بدون ما يفكر خلاص قال one thing 91 ده بيشو happen ياو John Grant قال له يا Riek Machar انت لو عملت هناي بتاع براد فاكشن حقك ما كلام ما في مشكله انت شاكل مال بتاع في على النيل وانا بشاكل بجاي لانه عدونا واحد مشكلتنا واحد لكن ما تجي تاني بشاكلنا يا اخوي ده يا واسع قاعد يعمل نفسه ما نتقروي جوال وهنا ده ودكتور ريال مشار عدوم وين ده منو حدو بتاع you know عشان كده come around goes around هسه حتى لو مات نفر واحد بيناتهم ده ما خساره by the way اننا ما دايرين اي جنب ده الجنوب يموت في وكذا عشان كده خلي الجنوبيين يقولوا تهت يمشوا مع سلام كلام بتاع ارض بتاع شغله ده مشكله بتاع بسيط ما ياو مشكله بقتل الناس القرويد ولا ما ريق مشا ما يشاكل لانه قضيتهم واحد ده شنو حاجه بقتل الناس عشان كده انا ما عندي كلام بقوله I have no judgment لكن انا دين تون دين عملوا فيه الامين كبار لقرويدوال وفي ناس بكرتوم هناك نضرور واو عملوا الامين كبار لدكتور ماتشار كلام ده كله بودي وين المهم شكرا.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. Welcome, brother Abraham Chan. You there, you will be the next person to the line, and I'm gonna give it to brother Ida Coin to go ahead because he was here earlier, so the topic should be easy for him. But Isaac, welcome, man, and you can go ahead right now.
His name is Ida Coin.
Ida Coin, yeah.
Correction. Welcome, brother Ida Coin.
Pleasure
to have you.
يا شباب كيف انتوا؟
أنا كويسين
كويسين
الحمد لله.
الحمد لله. أنا بقول لكم يا جماعة شكرا شكرا للشعب اللي قاعدين يحضروا وفعلا زمن متأخر لنا نحن ذاتنا في أمريكا هنا. So honestly أنا ما أعرف نبدأ معاكم من وين because أخوي بيلي هو بس قرر بسيط لكنه ما قال حاجات كله. طبعا اخونا بجادة بطنه كبير قاعد يقول حاجات معلش طبعا هنا قاعد يحترمه. انا عندي ما بتاعي براي معلش. عنده فيديو بتاعه جباله جادة هنا للناس. يا جماعة ديل ناس كده نحن زي الشباب كده نبدأ من فوق. نحن شباب ديل يا جماعة لازم نفكر أول حاجة نحن صحيح قاعدين نشاكل وطننا ولا نحن قاعدين نسمع في ناس ما يودونا قدام ولا ورا كويس. because أنا ده بصراحة ما عندي side for reason كويس. كان في زول سألني reason بتاعي شنو. reason بتاعي is gonna be too many of them if I say okay. so جروب الحاسة قاعدين نشاكل ديل كويس. جروب ده كلهم من 91 كويس لحد الليله ده نفس الناس يا قاعدين يعصروا معنا، نفس الناس قاعدين يعصروا مع بلدنا، ده نفس الناس بكره بعد بكره بيجي بيقسموا نفسهم، ونفس الكلام بيجي بيقول لكم قال يا جماعه هنا جايين for peace. This is how they're destroying us over and over. Okay. Another thing زي اخوي ده قبل شويه قال اخوي ده بيجي بشنطه بتاع قروش بيجي ولا ده وبيجي ولا ده. You know, I'm agree with you on that one يا اخوي. This is what is going on right now. Okay. Because قروي دول ما بيقوم من هناك بس يوم كده بيقوم باب بيقول ده رشاقل. There's something funny about this game. This is something is not right. كويس. بعد شويه جابوا الناس كله together يعني يقولوا يا اخي ما دايرين سلام، امين ما دايرين مشاكل، اننا دايرين سلام ودايرين this ودايرين this. يعني انتوا كان قاعد تشوفوا اللاين بتاعهم كله يا جماعه the way I see it, the way I know it, okay, is these people they're just buying more time from you guys as citizens. Okay. انت حسب بجاب تقول يا جماعه this وده بيجي بيقول بجاي this وده بيقول بجاي. This is what they want from you guys. That's what they want to hear. Right? They know the media now is taking over. Right? For them to be ahead of themselves, that's the only way. Okay? And this is something John Garang told us before. كان نخلي الموضوع ده كله. This is something John Garang قال لنا كلام long time ago. يا جماعه after هيونكم this thing is going to come to pass. He said it. انتوا بيشيلوكم خلوكم تشاكلوا قبائل لقبائل. Okay. Now بيجي عندنا ناس بيجوا بالشنط بتاع قروش كويس بيجوا بيشتروا دبابة 2 3 دبابة بيدوا له ده بكلام شافوا الحق زول كويس. This is what is going on in our country. Alright. أنا زي قلت لكم again أنا ما عندي side and I cannot take a side at this moment يا جماعة. I cannot take a side in this moment. I am a citizen, I am a freedom fighter, and I'm going to stand up with the young people no matter what. I will stand up with them. Okay? Because tomorrow, those the young people, they're going to come and take care of this country. Those the people that will, in election time, that's when you see the difference. Okay? Election time, that's when you see us together. If we're not going together in election time, Jamana, all of them هم عارفين كلام ده هسي كويس. مشاكل ما وقفوا ساكت. مشاكل بيقولوا قال قروي تعال قروي يجي وين؟ يجي في جوا قروي يوم رجنا مش عنده شغل مش هو أباو لسانه كان طويل وين الجيش بتاعه كان قاعد يقول يتكلم نمك شو يوم رجنا الجيش بتاعه وينه يعني بس 2 weeks 3 weeks ناس في فيسبوك قاعدين يعملوا جوطة قروي امشي هو قال نفسه خلاص هو راجل بتاع الدنيا قام رفع الناس وجرب عشان لما المشي لقى نفسه ما في جيش وراه شباب ما فيشين. عند فضيحه بتاع الزول اللي عملوا في الفيديو يا جماعه انتوا كان قاعدين تشوفوا في الفيديو اوكي ده غايت ده بيقول له قال نويري بيقول له شنو قال كوماندر كور ما قادر يجيب 5 minutes قدام شباب جابوا له كرسي عشان يقعد فيه الناس كله واقفين. ده كان اديته سلاح AK-47 انا ما فاضي من رياض كير بيه اخوي بطنه كبير انا قال نفسه اسمه ذاته كل مره معلش يا جماعه اسمه منو ده احترامي له كده ساعدوني هنا اسمه منو توت اوكي يا جماعه لسه كده نحن الشباب ده لازم نفكر كويس. انا قاعد اتكلم معاكم ده ما عندي منصب في حكومه انا بالشكل عشان مواطنين وشباب for reason because انا اعرفكم انتوا بكره كنتوا قعدتوا براكم جو اوضه وفكرت في حاجه ده جماعه قاعدين يدمرونا كلنا عشان يقعدوا في كرسي ده زمن طويل. ديل يجي واحد فيهم تقول اجري 1 miles they cannot do it. كويس؟ لكن بكره كان ودوكم في حرب صدقني اهلك ذاته بيجي بيدفنوك، بيجي بيشيلوك من مهيل بتاع الناس ده بيمشي بيدفنوك، ما حيضربوا التليفون لواحد فيهم في البيت عشان يقول له معلش. And this is happening من 1955. كريه اني فاميلي يطلع لي يقول لي قال ضربوا لهم تليفون قال لهم يا جماعه معلش وجوناكم مات، امسكوا قروش ده ادفنوه ونحن حنيجي نتكلم بكره. خليه يزول يطلع لي يقول لي كلام. نو ما في. كلهم مع ناس ابوي اللي ولدني عنده لسه في الجنوب هناك. I don't get along with my dad. ليه؟ because that يا اخي ما تخليني اشتم ابوي ساعي هو زيهم because انت تمشي سلاح تشيل سلاح بكره يمشي يقتلوك. نحن عندنا قاعدين نستراجل. ابوي عنده عيال هنا step kids we got like 9 of them. كويس؟ منو بربيهم؟ يعني because I'm the older one I have to take over this and still نحن قاعدين we're waiting for peace and peace ما في peace يا جماعه. انتوا افتحوا عيونكم، انتوا اتفقوا، انتوا اقعدوا سوا يا جماعه. انا ما قاعد اجيب كلام بتاع القبائل. التربيه اللي ربوني بو الحمد لله انا اللي لخبطوني مع حبش الحمد لله بصراحه كده. انا نحن حاجات ما لما انا جيت في جنوب السودان انا ذات محير وده شنو ده. انا مشيت في كام ملخبط 4 كام يا جماعه. كام نمره 1، كام نمره 2، كام نمره 3، كام نمره 4، كام بتاع دانكايا، كام بتاع نوير، كام بتاع جوبا، كام بتاع نواك مقسم. What is this يا جماعه؟ What are we doing؟ نحن اللي عندنا شهادات في يدنا ده شهاده بتاعك بيلخبط لك كده بكره بيدوا لك جموع. انت كان عندك شهاده في الجوبه هناك انت ما دايرين زول اللي ما عنده شهاده ده دايرينه عشان انت ما بتقول ولا كلمتين بتمشي تعمل حاجه اللي هم دايرينه. كويس؟ في بقر سرقوه قريب ده 200 بقر. في زول كلم عنه؟ ما في زول كلم عنه.
200 من وين؟
يا اخوي you need to follow this. معلش يا دانيال you need to follow this. والله جد you need to follow this. كويس؟ نوير قتلهم في حدود بتاع اثيوبيا. كويس؟ جيش بتاع اثيوبيا خش في حدود قال ده مهيل بتاعهم جا قتلوا نوير. في ذو كلام عنه؟ يا جماعه نحن بلدنا نحن كان ما فتحنا عيوننا. نحن شردونا جابونا في بلد ناس وتعلمنا. كان نحن ما فتحنا عيوننا وجينا we took care of our country ما في زول تاني هيعملوا لنا. ما في راجل تاني بيجي بيعملوا لنا. نحن يا رجال كان انتوا ما رجال اخير تخلوا فيسبوك ذاته. انا ده بس نصيحتي لكم يا جماعه. انا تكلمت كلام كتير معلش but I just had to point a finger and عند الجيش الاحمر قاعدين يعملوا لهم يومين شنو بدلهم بخشون بكلامات انتوا يا عيال متقبلين بتاع another 100 years. ده كده بس قاعد بس بخطوم بس قدام ناس لبسنا حاجات ابيض بطاقيه بتاعهم بس بدقسوا فين بس. This is what is going on يا جماعه. I'm just being honest to you guys. نحن كان ما فتحنا عيوننا وصلحنا الموضوع ده ما في زول تاني هيصلح. كان هنا ما عملنا ريفولوشن خلاص ننتظر في انتخابات. كان انتخابات جا يا شباب عمل لكم صندوق حطوا فيه قروش. يوم انتخابات ده يجي شباب ده كله دايرين مساعده بتاعكم. شباب في جوبا ده دايرين مساعده. انتخابات ده نحن لازم نطلع قروش ده من
يا ما تكتك انا عندي سؤال من
يا اخواني
Yeah. Before you comment, before you ask a question, Coach, I would like to welcome Brother Isaac Coin, and he has actually expressed himself in a way that he make us emotional, and we feel you, Brother Isaac. We understand the underlying frustration, disappointment, and dissatisfaction of South Sudanese in a way in which our country is actually being handled at this point. We all understand that. However, brother, I know you are very sincere and you don't belong to either of these groups. And that's what I respect you for. You are a man of your own principle and you can make a unity. You are not for the government of South Sudan. You are not for the opposition. You are just an individual that is neutral. So you are impartial. You don't belong to any of the party that is fighting in South Sudan. But I understand you are one of those people who just want to be part of the popular uprising. So my question to you is whether your group is actually part of the so-called People Coalition for Civil Action. And I know you are a member of the Red Card movement, right? Given the fact that anyone that is neutral and doesn't have any membership in any of these opposition belong to the Red Card movement. A Red Card movement, in my understanding, is what is being translated into what is being referred to as People Coalition for Civil Action. So I would like to ask you, is your group part of the so-called People Coalition for Civil Action?
I didn't understand your question really good, but when it comes to RCM, okay, when it comes to Kir must go, I am a free man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay?
I know.
I'll speak my mind. Okay.
Yes, I know you.
When it comes to if you want to know about RCM a little bit, I'm gonna tell you something here. Okay. Us, we have everybody in there.
Correct.
Right. Inta kaindak nas fi ayo, kaindak nas fi nas, kaindak nas fi government. The kulam garin juwa. Okay, we all in there. Right?
Including the chairman, the leadership structure, is it based in Juba or where are you based?
That one there, we in the beginning the yani Shabab. If we speak our mind, like I'm speaking my mind, بكره بيعملوا بيفتشونا بأي طريقة عشان يدمروك يسكتوك quick. They did that in 2019, May 16, if you guys remember that. Namal Kir Kala the Babat Juba. Okay? Gal Shabab the giant. Minimum that.
So your chairman got for Juba?
I'm not gonna say wait here something.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that because we know what we're doing, you know. So
are you part of the People Coalition for Civil Action?
Civil
rights. I can see the similarity of this group.
Yeah, civil right basically for the young people. We just tired of, you know, the basically English they call it the nonsense. Okay. Because every day we wake up in the morning, we go learn a galiaf salo shara bita mimbor la di Juba sallahu yani bukra bashe biji go learn gal matar shalo. So nina muntazrin dani sana jai ji sallahu tani. This is the thing that we're not getting what's going on here. Okay. So shawara nina machine fi turab 24 sa. I don't know what's going on, but ya jamana, I hope this will answer your question. Okay.
I think madarat bitakum de ba molo mitain. Fi nas bekalam gal fi madarat ba molo fi Juba.
No.
And gal ki will be removed by the end of this month. How realistic is that?
No. Asma. It's between the group. The couple days namala khuy Jonkor when he came live between the group. That's
for Maida.
Yeah, that one, and I'm gonna be honest to you guys. They'll gilap your group. No, this is the truth.
Mono? BL?
And Ana Gulta Nasal, Mashi fi Juba, Masha Malum, the film you're seeing that. Umna Pereno La Talada. I'm Zakarism. Okay. Nas rasa badi sisa boy. Nas masha corona. Okay. Nas masha corona shalu isim bita kirmas go gamu jerofiu fi Juba inak. Okay. Nena nena jina semina kalam da sabah. Like it end up over almost 10,000 young people in Juba. Kan hum simo kalam bita kirmas go giant fi Juba indam derni amlu movement begin from up. Idara Jamala Talo, the Ferent Alana Joe Madame Baram. What kind of movement is this?
So movement with a red card is being adjusted by the people coalition for civil action. Charlie Nyakamu into Kalas. See you by now.
This is
very funny.
no, but that's the truth.
Well, you are in the same crisis like Dr. Riek Machar. Nyakamu kaman minna the Wolojma Garwidol.
I can't with Arek Mashara. They gave him a chance to do something and has not done anything. That's a different. لكن انت ما بتمشي يعني زي اخوي اسمه منو ده جارويج كويس انت عارف نفسك انت انت rebel. This is how I say you're rebel. Mind the license. Well, mind the helicopters. You cannot fight in the air. Okay? You cannot fight in the sea. Okay? It's a much shuttle, man. Mind the class.
Isaac, let me say this. Aja fi they might a good ya Isaac, Jama del Gadin Biu al Zaman. Jama bata, Sudan del Gadin Biu al Zaman. A Zaman al Bamachuna Belwara. Nina yakuna machine wara. Asa de muy galo a jaizin bam gedam laki nina jaizin del machine wara. Lana katwatin lel gedam. Utalada katwa le wara. They out Junubin Gadina Molasa de. Eta bichub gal development biji ma biji ata the chub to malung ma pagana muma sa de lisa move is not move yet. They did not move yet. Ujama deal bade na ejitane ya hello mudu beton. Wa ita chub to ata de Garwidwell and Johnson Wuling. They going to be another attention now to everybody in South Sudan, including the president. Now they pay attention right now until they solve this problem, and then who is the next? Is the it's a Pagana moment and Malong. They not move yet. Now they still. So yeah. So now we still gonna have a long time to go. You it ma good gal fi interabat win. I wouldn't ma fi interabat. I interabat like wa jamaa sa de ya winta buku rebel bukro. Winta biji jua bukro winta buku rebel bukro. I couldn't fi interabat fi win. Muna ba mo interabat fi zaman de. ما في وفي حاجه بقولين جماعه دي اللي هو جونسون ولون انا ما اعرف they don't have this idea, but Johnson Wolonyi is interest to make Afanal is a national is a country. They are the ada betau وده حاجه ده هو علن للناس كله حتى الجماعه بتاع Afanal ديل هم عارفينه هنا جونسون ولوني ada betau اللي هو يجيب بيه في Afanal وداير خطط انه Afanal يكون قال ده دولة. انا يوم ده انا سالت نفسي انا قلت وزول اسمه جونسون ولوني ده هو عنده راس عليك لا زول يعمل حاجه بدولة ده دولة يتقال عليك ده حاجه سايل ولا شنو في حاجات في كوميتمنت بعملوا بدولة. لانه لما جون جران هو عمل دولة جنوب السودان كان ما عمله براو كان في قريب كم $30 جاء اشترك في ساين بتاعه عشان يكون the youngest new country in the world. فعشان تعمل الكونتري تعمل دولة دما عشان تعمل البيت ده تعمل بيت easy you can make the house one day لكن تعمل دولة هيشيل زمن طويل. فانا ممكن اعمل كومن في كلام بتاعك تقول ده لان جماعه ديل ببيوا زمن
how long معلش how long took John Garang how long took John Garang to bring Southern Sudan out?
The real war is 25 years.
Over 22 years, yeah?
25 years, and then plus this other additional years and plus years, so it was like almost 30, but that was 21 years, 21, okay. Yes, 21.
Okay,
Comrade Isaac, I just want to be brief. I know we don't want to discuss every issue here, but I just want to be specific because I know you are a neutral citizen of South Sudan. That means you don't belong to any of these troubling groups in Sudan. With the exception that you just want to launch a non-violent movement. You are part of the non-violent movement, which is a good thing. But I want to pose two more questions to you. Is your non-violent group associated with the military movement? Do you have any coordination going on?
Oh no. You see, as my military. No, you
It's
see the
something different.
military. The military is not, man.
They're different. It's too far from you guys, I think.
Ma inter Jonkor, you have the similar ideology.
No.
You are a pro non-violent movement. But whenever there is a military movement going on, like the revolution that is now rising up in South Sudan against the government, you appear to be coordinating your activities together and facilitate or coordinate, because they can actually push for a civil uprising within, while they also coordinating with the military movement. Like what happened, what Stephen Boyrol just did recently. He took your movement as well. Yes. So that's why I'm asking this question, because according to what I have been observing, you appear to be coordinating your activities.
Okay. Ana bugule gadil kois. Can government betan asi. Okay. They start building road. Banu matar. And him they give mom. Why? Because Nina they that's what we want them to do.
That means you are sponsoring violence too. And that is also unconstitutional. Is wrong.
No. There's no violence here. Wait. Another matar is allowed, shawar is allowed. Debama shino, bifta business in the Junubin. Wait. This is open. You open more.
It is a good idea. It is a good thing. We all agree on that. Yeah. But brother, we have to support the revitalized peace agreement. Let's push for the peace and stability so that we can actually exercise our democratic and constitutional right when they come to election day. Why can't you be patient?
Billy, I've been patient for the last 16 years. I'm patient. I'm a relation.
The peace protocol has never been implemented in this in July 2016. It was disrupted. So we want to give this second chance to the peace partners to implement the revitalized peace agreement.
So
until we hit the deadline of the general election, that's when you will be able to express your.
So I say Garuja another 5 years.
But that is premature to accuse them of violating the peace agreement. You are not being patient.
Yeah, like this. This is my message to the young people. Okay, this is the system you guys need. Okay, social volume system. You need this. Okay, social volume system. Into lazim tukunu. Yani kan fi journal, lazim kan fi sharp jumbo. Whereas that way, you guys you grow up with it, and then tomorrow into become sukumahilda. Like into garden tehet. Going to go to another for Ajay is there. They'll matter in retirement. They'll ma father level. They'll be the worry about the yalom bakul bukra, bad bukra. But this social system, social value system, can you amount to hire jamana into your value self for tomorrow? Asha might go for tribal that be moved by show kida. Like in to garden, Montazarin Jamare Salolakum Balakum. Yah malak man, Shatan Bakoshak every day. The Toka take you around. Can Kuliam Katam show with Mabadu.
Okay, now tell us your strategy. What is the amicable way forward? They trigger ya two yan, trigger poison.
Listen, Endocum 2 ways. This is straight up and Morecum. Wait, especially I see the Red Army, guys, they have a better place to change that. This is the
How?
truth.
The
How?
Red Army.
Ma change
Yeah.
the bijama baden the Daman election. Can
That-
election guy baden?
Well,
That is when we will look
yeah,
for that change, and you will be supported. You will vote the way you want. They are change we are envisioning now. We are looking forward to do that.
No, it's okay. You cannot just look at me as me speaking to you. When I'm speaking to you,
No, I'm talking
speaking
to you as representing the youth you are addressing or representing.
Yes, for the journal. I don't have to be the one doing the job. Anybody can take that and make it better.
Isaac and Billy, look, so we're not gonna go too far. We just want to stand in our topic.
Yeah,
What we need to do, Isaac, what you
let's come
saying
back
there?
for the second time.
The
Maybe
young
tomorrow.
children, they're getting the money. The young children, they're getting the money to support this problem. So what you saying here is, if we young people, if we understand what this is a problem in our country, and we stop supporting this one. If you go in a Facebook now, Isaac, let me tell you, if you go in a Facebook now, you can see Viva, Hiwa, Viva. Come on, they supporting Garwidwell to fight. Okay, and you Isaac talking around here, you saying we need a peace, but this problem is belong to us. We the problem, because you Isaac and me and other people, if we stop this supporting this thing, and then the problem will come down. Now you see now we will have a lot of Facebook people now paying. It's a lot of pain here. Viva somewhere there in Khartoum, in where Viva, Garwid will come, fight. Everybody will be. You see, Garwid will come and fight or don't fight. That is up to him. So if we believe in peace, that is everything in South Sudan will come down. We need to think about this supporter, because we don't want just support. Anything is wrong, and tomorrow you gotta be felt, because now they supporting Garwidwell to come and fight, but tomorrow Garwidwell will be a loser. He fight unless he come with a peace and negotiate the peace. Now Malung and Pagana Mum tomorrow when Jen and come Piras Batam Tane Yala will boom bop again. Yala big bishil attention but anas tani. So the ay the ni yaw ni nagadi ni kalamata the changing al Garwidwell gadamul de ugal deri gayr al Riek Machar bara kulukul. Yani ma deri shub Riek Machar completely. Ma galino Riek Machar kede naximal party to kuni the white juice wana indi juice betaw. Lakin derin but Riek Machar ladim yatla bara. Lakin lo chup to Riek Machar de fi process ar Machar few de Machar fi South Africa sign everything, sign fi got sign fi ine ana maro baden Garwidwell aiji yamu replacement fi signature all of this walu bamu keep in order your gurgal can let us join together and let us make things unity. So Riek Machar will be there, and then Garwidwell will be there, and Johnson will be there, so they can form something called unity together, not just Riek Machar come out, which it will cause a problem, right? Like this now, a lot of people they dead because of starting something that is it will kill a lot of people. In order to say, yeah, we want to join you, three of us, Riek Machar, Garwidwell, and Johnson Wolong, we need to sit down and we see what we can do to make this thing work together. But now the message is about Riek Machar is no longer a leader of IO. That's it. But Riek Machar say, I can't do this because this is my job, That is a job. So that is his job. So he's not going to go nowhere. And that is what I would say. So go ahead, what you say?
أنا برجع تاني كلامه حلو جميل لكن أنا برجع تاني كويس للشباب كويس nobody go lead us to do anything after يومكم يا شباب nobody أنتوا كان قاعدوا سوا زي أنا قاعد نتكلم مع بيلي كويس أنتوا بتمشي تتكلم مع ريد أرمي أنا أمشي بتكلم مع شباب تاع RCM جيش أحمر جيش أبيض نحن الليمون يا شباب نوب نحن بنسمع كلام زول واحد فلان زول يا بيمشي بيقعد مع رئيس ذاته نحن ما بنعمل اي حاجه الا يمشي بالطريق بتاعنا منو تاني بيشيل سلاح انت قدرت تقول لك قروي دول ولا رياض مشى ولا كتير بيمشي في الميدان هناك بيشاكلوا برام يا اخو دول عميانين وعيانين وما قادرين يشاكلوا ذاته يا خليك الله مالكم يا جماعه انتوا يا رجال بتاع بلد ما في زول تاني I'm telling you guys the truth ديل بس بقروشهم بيشروا الناس عشان يمشوا يقتلوا الناس that's it Come on, my brothers, man. Let's just be knowledge and open mind. Ana maga na kami mori ya kui mila na gan fiu da kalam kalam garui da ya kui da kalam hina da bishnuguk in 1 minute. Bishnuguk. Wait, garui dual.
No, ma Michael ya aida garwi dwal u galino ana ma de ni chakal garwi dwal zatu ata ma jama beta riyak ma chara lo ku kan guide mom de according to what we hear galino kalli nadil yatla barra ana ma de chakal lakin garwi dwal I believe I don't want to fight ma de chakal mazul lekin fi jama ma faimina al kalam ne wala inta faim kede
Daniel,
lakin
that's not true. If you don't intend to fight anyone, why is he not coming to Juba?
Yeah,
if you refuse to be part of the peace agreement, it means you intend to fight.
Yeah,
so I consider that a political statement, but you shouldn't buy into it.
Ma Michael Agarwidwal is upset from Riek Machar because Riek Machar he hiring his sister-in-law and brother-in-law and ukale jamaa
what destroy SPLAIO? They kalam position.
Yes.
It is something that we all know.
Yeah, this is the position, but Garwidwal don't have a position to go back. They are the Marabita, Riek Machar, which all position, who will Balgam position win.
Sure, Daniel. Kalam da Gibel to Gulto. Daniel, ita Gulta Kalam da Gibel. Kwez, ita Gulta Kalam da Gibel. Kan hum zeta rigal hum ga arba fuwata baram. Ugalo Riek Machar ma maana. Riek ukir na daw gable kida le office. ما كان يمشي هو كان عنده طريقه هو عارف هو اوكي ما في زول بيقتله معلوم ما كان يمشي يشيل اوراق يمشي قدام مع الرئيس يقول له يا رئيس نحن هسه كده ده حاصل ودايرين رياض تعال نقعد كلنا بدون مشاكل عشان اهلنا ما يموتوا ثاني ترى نقعد تيت نفتشوا لنا طريقه نحل مشاكل ده قبل ما نطلعوا للميديا ده هنا ما المفروض نعرف حاجات ده حاجات ده المفروض يطلعوا بعد خلاص هم اتفقوا زي هم جو قبل قاعدين يعملوا whatever they're talking about كان هو ذاته يكون واقف معهم يا جماعه هنا واحد يا سلام بتاعنا جاء كويس نحن ذاتنا هنا كمان نسكت ساكت ما بنكون عندنا خشم ثاني لكن ده مش رفع السلاح بتاعه هناك وده مش قاعد زي قالوا قبل شاطر بتاع قروش عدل بجاي ويخلق الله يا جماعه نحن ما عيال نمور نحن ما عيال بتاع 80s لما ولدونا نحن صغار ما قادرين نتكلم right now we seen everything is open on our face بنعرف UN وين بنعرف جورج كوني وين بنعرف we know ICC وين إننا زعلنا بقينا نعرف كيس بتاع كيرو ورياض في ICC شنو we already know إنتوا كم تصدقون لا ولا حاجة ده كله بقى فيها جماعة قدام why we doing this we doing for our people we tired يا جماعة we tired ما ممكن الليلة نيجي نونس معك وبكرة جنوب بتاعنا هناك ولا دينك ديل ولا نوير ديل ولا جوبا ديل what is this?
Can I read that statement? If Garwidwal can actually refuse the position that was allotted to him to become the presidential advisor and he declined it, what does that mean? What gas it, who gas it who there shakal?
It's starting to work. It's automatically.
And that's why I don't understand what people actually expect. Can Garwidwal Abba, Achan Mai Juba, Ma Gatwech there shakal.
Lakin,
we are supporting Dr. Riek Machar group. Achan Dr. Riek Machar group is committed to peace. I want to respond to this statement by my sister here. Ugal, she's surprised why we are defending Dr. Riek Machar. Yes, we are defending Dr. Riek Machar because Dr. Riek Machar is a partner to the peace agreement. Ugal, my national unity government, Juba.
Billy.
Press statement yesterday. They had a choice.
Billy. Dr. Riek Machar, he talked about this long time ago. Namasalo fi interview bitaw. Galo ka inta ma najahta tam garais tama shinu. I'm gonna write my book. Galo tani kan book is not working. I'm gonna write my book. Zola ma fadi lekum. Zola gari ako gurushu. Uma fadi was hasil shinu. Into after yunkum. نفرين ديلا قاعدين جو اوفيس ده ومعهم اصل بطنه الكبير ده ومعه بقول ليش ده دعم السريع ديلا قاعدين يدمروا فيكم يا جنوبيين ديلا قاعدين يدمروا فيكم بايبل بتاعكم شفت بايبل بتاعكم ده ارجع لبايبل بتاعكم بايبل بتاعكم ده قاعد everything. So
مشكلة هنا يا نادي يا Isaac وسيسا نياجان the Riek Machar one of look, we're not saying we defend him, but we saying how long do Garwij will take this process, because the process has been started long time ago. And we see now it's there is a difference here. I know good nade Isaac, I know good look Garwij and Johnson will look kan galino huma yiji fil juba wa ishara gal kulta law the part of it ayo is ana mamen ayo, I don't even have a party on it. So it doesn't matter either Riek Machar or the Garwidol Mabukus I is all few. So I don't defend anybody with them because it's a different party to me. You know, ana
okay,
my party but ayo. So they need to deal with this thing. But
okay.
what we
Shoot,
talking here, they're in fighting. What you say, either.
Garwe dual. Okay, Garwe dual nama Riyadh jara masha fi Juba masha gari nak. Kwais? Riyadh gari yakul. He's okay. Garwe dual
Guide for Gava.
magait follow wala dollar. Garwe dual biga zay ismu da yahu bijiru jokaba bimshi bifatish law akilina bijibu bakulu go nas. Do you think kanita jana maga takulu kuliyam jana bamishino? Muj bukoret? That's the point, Jamana. Anagan bukoret, anagan akil. That's what the Garudu were doing. Ain't to defeat us, Jada, who be shut up. This is what is going on, Jamana. Let's be, I keep saying Shabab after Yonkum into your Rujal Bital Ballet. Mab is all time. As the Bokra the Kaitu Gum to Kulakum, Mashil to Sela, Minu Bitlam, Mini Abatlam in J1, the Goldari Shakaltan.
Asa garwij dwala asa de indu message le shabab asa inu gal aja u der ya mola de aja u min kene benefit shabab ta Junuba Sudan fi indu message de asa de wala ma pe ma Johnson ulo lana we know Johnson ulo indu mishkala ma denga padang already. So ata lo jafi juba zado lisa ma basala ma yizol min denga padang lana indu mishkala already there, lakin garwij dwala don't have any problem with the padang. Maybe we have a problem with Riek Machar. So when they come to two of them, everybody have his own problem. So Lointa Gutu ya the Gino Nina Shabab Derin Neje together. Al Jama Al Uderin regime that's to Lau deal including him, Johnson will they need to know exactly Lo Mindum Shabab Zatu, whom I Uma Banja Zatu.
Exactly.
Ayanja Lil Win, Uma Banja.
That's the point. And that's why أنا كل مرة قاعد نشاكل مع شباب because أنا عارف كان هنا قدرنا خلاص الناف خطينا كلامنا للشباب ديل فتحوا عيونهم يا أخي ديل بعملوا شنو ديل هم ما دايرين يعملوا ريتايرمنت أصل قروي ولا يعدوا another 5 years زول بيكون عايش كلام ورانا بس حقيقة كده زول عمره كم come on يا جماعة man let's just be knowledge.
So what we need to analyze to this show, Isaac, we need to ask ourselves if Garwidwal is still saying he wanna change Riek Machar completely, and then he wanna replace him. So there will be a longer process to go for him to do it because he will start from the beginning. It's not gonna start from where Riek Machar is stopped because Riek Machar is not gonna let him start from where he left off. He will start from the beginning.
Yes.
Make sure he align with Ethiopia, he align with everybody, This will take him a long time. And that is why I say this is did not started in a good way. It should start like this. They should send a letter to Riek Machar saying from this now we need to renew the party. We not belong to the old party. If you wanna let us to work together, please remove your wife off from there and your sister-in-law and your mother-in-law and your everything-in-law, and then we need to reform this from the beginning. This is the message. That is very simple, and that is how we'll save the people of South Sudan not to fight again. And then the Riek Machar will refuse. The government will talk to him and tell him, hey, you need to rearrange your party, man. Let these people come and get the position. So this will be clear message. But if the message is about Riek Machar is gonna come out completely and let him go back home, this will be another issue. And it will take a long time to remove Riek Machar off. And this is what we analyze now. Advice for us, we need to make sure Johnson Wuluny and Garwidwal, let them join together with the Riek Machar, and then let them form the party and divided the power together. So maybe Riek Machar will be the one, or the Garwidwal will be the one, and Riek Machar will be still in the party. And this is how the people of South Sudan will believe in peace. But the peace will continue. But if they come about Riek Machar, we don't need you, come out. That will take us back, and there will be no election, because there is no election in 2023. There will be no election. So this is how we need to talk, and we need to tell to the people that is always they say Viva, Viva, Viva somewhere there. They are the people who cause a lot of problems too. You know, they are the Shabab, yeah, the Gintagari Kalambeu there. They are the Shabab Nina Derin, Kaman Nagulo Mino, it Kaman Mati Shaja Pota, Lano Del Bishaja Pota Ketir. Uma Barabin that they young, they get old. But tomorrow they're going to get old with nothing also.
Thank you.
Wala tarif beled betak, wala tarif inta min Sudan, wala ita min Junub, wala ita min Wen ma tarif.
You not.
Yeah, you will get old. Lo inta there the kalam gal kir must go inta tam to Juba there, walai bed betak kun sayin bas ita dagot fi sayin na 50 years. Yeah, there bukun bed betak bas inta bukun ajus na fi sayin, you know.
Yes. So yeah, Juani Gubal Manatla ana gulogum the last message to the young people. Okay. It was more agani bitam fanani bita yomenda, they're talking about how we can live life. Okay. Sometimes namalana kun life and I play the music, they're speaking from the heart, but they cannot do anything. Okay. They need us to come together, Yamana. Guys. Okay. This is one thing. We have to come together. Zol al-Mindu telephone, Rasulullah telephone. Guys. This is the only way we can speak to each other. Guys. Why? The wahid. Two. Ya Jamana. Ajaz the lad of Nagod, Nokotum Kula Natihit, Nogulama Jamana. It's time for you guys to retire. Mafizol Bodu Sijin. Mafizol Nada. Let them retire. Nadim Butam, Nabnulom Butam, Nokotum Baid Minana. Kanina Derin advice, Binajilom. Come on, Derin advice. Please let us build our home.
They cannot just retire. They have to transfer the leadership to the next person you are going to elect as and that's why we have to push for general election.
Yeah, that's what the system. That's what the system.
So let's be patient. I understand what you are.
Yeah, this system. I just talked to you about it. They got a lot under it. That's just the name of it. Okay. They don't need to go to Jihit. Another 10 years, trust me. I can't get for Olympic last year or this year. Where's Guruja Kulu? Big Rajalena for Baladna. There, Yala. I say Yala Aliala Jeff America, that much for Olympic that Shalin it Nen Alam Vietnam, Bita America, Uta Southern Sudan. That's an interpreter who Bita Yada Lisa for Galibum, whom I when Jaim win. Lakin Del Magain Dooms Fursta. Ajamana Malcolm. I'm sorry, but it's getting late for me. I'm about to leave. And thank you for you guys' time. I really love with this. And alhamdulillah, we speak this way. And I want you guys, when you guys go to sleep today, think about it. Mata shufa halak the Gabila Tani. First thing you gotta do, love them from your heart. Shafta Bagda, you have to be clean from your brother. Can you come out clean? You have to have a clean heart. So thank you, Jamana. And I hope we talk more about this system. Lakin fiyom bitabiji. So we're gonna put ourselves together and we're gonna put this system in the places. عشان تاني ما في دول يخرب لنا بلدنا بصراحة كده. So thank you, Jamana. I appreciate that time. I can hear you, Daniel.
Thank you very much, brother.
Okay,
Isaac,
yeah, I'm kind of
for the wonderful insight that you contribute to the show. Sami, Daniel.
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay, كويس تمام. ده حاجة تمام أنت تقول للجنوبيين الشباب بتاع الجنوبيين الموجودين في الشو ده. You did a very wonderful job and you made everybody happy. You actually instill a sense of nationalism, sense of patriotism, sense of unity, sense of love Yeah,
في زول
that is a good
يا
thing,
ايدك في
brother
زول
Isaac.
بقول
You
هنا
are
قال
doing a
يا
wonderful job.
بوزيشن
Keep
في
up the
زول
good
بقول هنا قال بوزيشن بتاع جاهزين ديل وقال له انت ده تشيل مكان بتاعي انت تعال فايت شاكل معي انا لو انت وين يا يو شيل ماي بوزيشن قال ده حاجه ده حاجه ده صراحه يعني حاجه فعلا ده true.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
win,
the
you
truth.
take the position. If you
Yeah,
don't win either, and then you will sleep in a jail for a long time.
exactly. That's the truth. Asa anda kalam yang ada gibele tu betul lah ulah dom bar ya Billy look kalam Trump. Okay. Trump udagas hokacha the White House, lakin he didn't shal mai galana raisani. Dia dak sabitao kan amal ingilab bitao barakan najah. So now who must say kide kide.
Trust me,
Bill
Trump the
Bull
bump
bitao.
to see it.
It's
They
coming.
kalam
It's
July,
coming. Right?
they kalam
Yeah,
January 6 there.
it's
The
coming.
bump to see
You
it.
know.
Well,
So
Amerika
nena
ma Amerika ba mulaya bera lada ma yawasal fi malo.
yeah, ladi iya gol biji. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what
somebody came out today and called for the criminal investigation to
yeah. No, the FBI is already
the
there.
conduct, the misconduct with Donald Trump, his
Yeah.
White House.
Yep. It's coming. It's coming.
January 6.
Yop dole ba gol gar way dol galo fi sejen fi malakala lekala dole ma mo chinun se.
I think there are some comments that we did not show on the screen here, but they are critical issues we need to pay attention to. There is a report of a fighting going on along the border of Kenya and South Sudan between the tribes of Sudan and Amarab. They've been gibilat ma gibila bata Kenya, or is it South Sudanese tribe against the Kenya Defense Force? I don't know. That is something we will confirm later.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to break this news to you because I trust these people who are commenting.
Yeah,
They're not telling propaganda.
I'll try to look for it, but yeah, we really let me tell you that again. Nena mind and security. Nas bigdor ishilu balad na da bay yarukunga ishilu kulli yom. Until we wake up, until we sit down, just bitana da namba kugawi, yalla ba bora da bnak fulu bada. Kalam da kalam fark socket for now. Like in zaman
we have a war appearance and Kenyan cannot face us in the battlefield.
Yeah, they cannot. They cannot. Nobody in whole
it's
Africa.
a professional army, but they cannot fight us. They cannot stand the ground in the battlefield.
No.
So we have a war appearance. We've been
Galak, you know, fi Isaiah 18
compared to Kenya.
Isaiah 18-7. Galak, the whole wide world, they fear. Demno, denehna. God.
Kaposa Barabbas.
Yeah, can Allah Galak, those the whole wide world fear them. تاني انت شو عندك شنو يا اخوي؟ بس نحن لازم نجهز نفسنا نوصل للجيش بتاعنا دين الشباب دي يا اخواني معلش man.
بس we have internal conflict. They are Michela. That's why we don't even want to talk about these border issues.
Yeah, it's not now.
We will deal with it later on.
Yeah,
let's deal with our own internal affairs.
Yeah, we will.
Uganda command they cannot face us. Can they?
No.
They war they know us better than that.
Uganda
Kenya to Uganda.
Uganda they had the chance.
Normally.
Yeah.
UPSD Ugandan People Defense Force.
Yeah.
Even when I was a little boy, they escort us all the way from Uganda. They fed us through Uganda all the way to Kenya.
Okay. Show value.
Again, the LRA. LRA.
ده مش هم ساعدوا الرياض عشان يطلع في حدود 2013.
And now they want to annex part of Sudan. Kenya want to annex part of Sudan. Maybe that is why there is a fight that broke out along the border. Never know. We will find out.
We'll find out.
Whether it's something to do with coral rustling or Demichila Ududa and Mara.
Yeah, we'll find out. Show volume system. Don't forget.
Command, there was a comment. Gal, there is a fighting team against Assad. I don't know whether this is true or not. I don't know.
Everything it should be allegation, man. Don't pay attention to these people. Everybody,
But I can trust some of these commenters.
Daniel, man, I miss you, bro. Long time.
Yeah, long time no see you,
Yeah,
man.
no,
Come on,
Okay.
I wanna get out, man. I'm for Eastern time, yeah. Jama, my lay sign in.
Yeah,
I'm for
No, we are
Eastern time.
done.
I
We
need
are
to
done.
sleep.
But let me summarize the topic, and then we will actually close the show.
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the inconvenience because the group with our Dr. Riek Machar supporters, the group with our Garwidwell supporters, did not show up. That's why we debated the topic and we concentrate with our brother, our special guest tonight, Isaac Coin, made a wonderful presentation on the side of his group. But we thought we were actually expecting the group with our Garwidwell, group with our Johnson Wulong, with our Goelik, my group with Dr. Riek Machar. We thought they were going to show up. Unfortunately, I know they restrained themselves. That means they advise themselves not to appear on the show for what is known to them because they don't want to expose some of the sensitive stuff, probably, as I can assume. So that's why they didn't show up. But anyway, we will continue to engage them. But I have just read to you, I present to you the press statement or the press release issued by the presidency of the South Sudan National Unity Government that is composed of the incumbent ruling party, SPLM IG, and the other opposition parties who are now partners to the peace agreement. They are committed together and they call for the cessation of hostility, they call for calm, they call for tranquility, and they are going to send a security mechanism that is going to verify the area where there is a clash going on, and they are calling for absolute cessation of hostility. Anyone who is going to violate or continue to escalate that violence will face the consequences of being dealt with by the peace partners. And so we are very grateful tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are very appreciative of the presidency of the National Unity Government for coming together and convene that meeting. It is a fruitful meeting that reached some resolution that are favorable to our public opinion because we are for peace and stability, and we don't want those who want to take us back to square one to be given opportunity to drill the peace agreement at this point. So let us all come together, support the peace and stability. That's where we stand at the Jing Padang Media. And I believe most of you out there, including Brother Isaac Coin, who belong to the Red Card movement or neutral group, opposition group, that have no party in Sudan. You know, they are for peaceful, non-violent movement. Unfortunately, we are concerned about the movement as well because they kind of like they coordinate with the military movement, which is the violent movement. But that's politics anyway. That's politics. I understand that. Brother Isaac, you are a very peaceful man. You are a patriot. Interdol will be given us together, yeah. So I'm very proud of you, and it was a pleasure and honor to have you on the show. Thank you very much. You can make your last remark, and then we can actually close the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to see you tomorrow. If some of you are willing to come and debate, please be open to our invitation and come and share your perspective. Thank you very much.
Carlos, Jamana, good night for all of you guys. And remember that Isaac always said that don't forget TV Joshua died. TV Joshua got buried in July 9. TV Joshua, he married Kir, and he told them straight up, there is no war is going to happen in this country again. Is leave your difference in the side and move on. This is what is happening right now. So you guys do not forget that. Just thank you, Yamana. So God bless all of you guys. I gotta go.
Thank you.
Get me out. Yeah, get me out, brother.
I will leave you.
وطننا واحدة راسنا واحدة السلام نمبر 1 لنا كلنا السلام قوانين رجعنا بيزنس في زمان ايام الحرب ايام النضال كنا بنقول كبر عشان كده لقينا الحريه لبتا بتاع الشيطان ما يخشنا يا جماعه ما في دوله بتاعت الله نحن شعب واحد وطننا واحد راسنا واحد السلام نمبر 1 نحن كلنا السلام we need reconciliation. We need peace among us. One people, one nation. Let's unite our son. As the youth leader to unite all the people of South Sudan. Let me see in a part. Africa be like Africa here. We can over Sudan. Africa all of Gatwech. Nitna shab wahid. وطننا واحد راسنا واحد السلام نمبر 1 نحن كلنا السلام
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think our show has come to an end. It was a wonderful pleasure and honor to have attended our program tonight, and we are looking forward to see you again on GM Fadal Media. Thank you very much, Comrade Daniel, the co-host of the GM Fadal, Daniel Coach, Banya Coach, Jared, Chin Ben Show, Command. I want to say congratulations to Brother Isaac for the wonderful job he has done as a special guest of the night. That was a wonderful conversation between you and us. We appreciate that, and we are looking forward to see you when we schedule another show. Finally, I would like to extend once more invitation to the group, the SPLM IO Gatwech, my Johnson, as well as Dr. Riek Machar supporters, so they can come and clarify their respective position forward in this implementation of the revitalized group. So we still reserve more questions, but I didn't want to talk about it any further because the guests declined to come because I have seen some people making posts out there. They didn't want their members to come and participate here because they think we are actually soliciting information from them. But that's not the issue. We are here to interact and to exchange our ideas so that we can actually be able to understand each other better and how we can actually be able to find solutions to the problem. So I have to make my position very clear. I will look in my opinion, and that is the opinion that I expect any supporter of the SPLM government to support any peace partner. And I believe His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit have reckoned with our ideas based on what is being presented in the press release or press statement that was issued yesterday. It is exactly what we were alluding to. And that is the right step forward they have just taken as the peace partners. The peace partners need to come together and support themselves. And that is the same thing I expect from you as the supporters of the SPLM in government and other supporters of the opposition that are part of the revitalized peace agreement in Juba. You deserve to support your partner in peace. That is what I refer to supporting Dr. Riek Machar groups against anyone. Because these groups that are not part of the revitalized peace agreement, they are not for peace. That is my understanding. And I think the presidency of the National Unity Government came to realization that this group are not for peace. So the fact that they call for the cessation of hostility, call for the calm and tranquility, and mean a lot, and do not misinterpret that message. Failure to comply with the call for cessation of hostility, the peace partners have the right to take any disciplinary action against those groups. What I'm worried as a supporter of the National Unity Government is the fact that this group have no other intention other than waging a military offensive against the National Unity Government. That's why these peace partners need to come together and stand shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Riek Machar and deal with those groups that are anti-peace. So these anti-peace elements, they ought to be dealt with if they do not want to comply with the revitalized people. Otherwise, they are not only going to target Dr. Riek Machar as a group, they are going to target you as a peace partners, because their intention is to militarily sabotage the revitalized people. And we cannot allow that as people who are actually supporting the peace partners. So this is no longer about Salva Kiir Mayadi. This is not about Dr. Riek Machar. It is about all of us as South Sudanese. So let's support the group that is for peace. And in this case, Dr. Riek Machar group is pro-peace implementation. All right? So they deserve to be support. The group that are individual, they are not for peace. So that is a question you need to understand. So my advice to the supporters of Dr. Riek Machar is not to accuse your peace partner of having bribed the military general that has never agreed with this peace agreement since day one. And the grievances have nothing to do with security arrangement. It is all about the position, because they failed to be appointed into the respective ministerial posts by the commander-in-chief. But I would have given them a benefit of doubt if they would have come to Juba and then conduct a general assembly whereby they can actually remove the commander-in-chief through a peaceful way while they are in Juba. I think that would have made sense. And that's when the other peace partners would have come and endorsed them, because they removed the leader in a democratic way. But the fact that General Woolen and General Garwidwal never want to be in Juba, and they are calling for the toppling of the legitimate peace partner, legitimate peace signatory, like Dr. Riek Machar, can never be accepted. And anyone that can call for a toppling of Dr. Riek Machar while he's a legitimate signatory to the peace agreement, you are actually violating it. That's why I say this group, General Garwidwal, Mawulay, they have no legitimacy whatsoever. They are anti-peace. So Dr. Riek Machar deserves to be supported by the peace partners, and that is what you need to feel as the supporters of Dr. Riek Machar, instead of making a propaganda warfare, trying to blame your peace partner, that you are supposed to, persuade and convince and appeal to them so that they can actually support Dr. Riek Machar. That's what you should be doing if you are actually politically smart. But you cannot do it the other way. You are actually making contradictory, by blaming the government to have bribed those generals. Maybe some of these people might have been given money, but they walk away with it. Like Dr. John Garangobir used to say, you know what? Kan jalaba adao ita gruj, chilu gruj but mata nafasu ajade. Aja wo there inta chanamulu le sabi. That is exactly what they might have done. So these people who give the money are wasting our money. There's no need to bribe people who have actually made their position very clear. If you can believe General Garwidwal was actually for a peace, why did he decline the position that was allotted to him recently? He was appointed as a presidential advisor. He refused. Even Gerald Johnson was offered a position too. He refused to come to Juba. So that's why I keep saying supporters of Dr. Riek Machar are contradicting themselves. That the government is actually bribing them. Maybe somebody might have attempt somewhere to try to give them money so that they can actually lure them into Juba to be part of the government. Unfortunately, they walk away with the money. Because they believe this is their money too. They can enjoy it, they can take it, but they cannot implement that appeasement. So General Garwidwal was offered a position in Juba by the government. They failed. When some of the national security were sent to Khartoum to go and negotiate with him, try to persuade him to come to Juba so that they can give him another position instead of making him to become a governor. He declined because he was offered the position in the government, apart from being offered the position of the governorship. Garwidwal was offered the position of presidential advisor. He declined. How do you intend to believe that these people have a good intention for peace and stability? No, they don't. They are anti-peace element. So that means they are against the revitalized peace agreement. Well, in a few weeks, you will hear that the security arrangement is going to be completely implemented to the letter and to the spirit. And the move taken by the presidency is a way forward. They are going to combine the forces of Abdel Baghi, the forces of Dr. Riek Machar are going to be integrated as soon as possible. And that is exactly what those of Gerald Garwidwal and Gerald Uloy were actually pushing for. And we have been telling you that the peace agreement is on the process of being implemented. So, Amol Isapkum Kois, make your calculation wisely. Do not make another bad move against Dr. Riek Machar forces, or you will face the unity government. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, to the supporters of the SPLM in government. That is why it is justifiable to support Dr. Riek Machar group. I'm not asking you to support Dr. Riek Machar political ideology or his party. I'm asking you, as a supporter of the government, to support Dr. Riek Machar as a peace partner. I want to repeat this many times because people misconstrue my message as if I'm for Dr. Riek Machar. That's not the case. And not only Dr. Riek Machar, any peace partner that is going to be toppled by their own police, they have to be supported too, as long as they are the legitimate signatory or a peace partner in this agreement to revitalize the peace. So thank you very much, and we're looking forward to see you in another analysis. So we fell short to discuss or to analyze it to the depths because members of the SPLM-IO under Dr. Riek Machar and those under the command of Gerald Garwidwal, failed to show up because they know they have no manifesto or they have no good intention. Their intention is to wage a new revolution and to wage another peace agreement, which is going to be very contradictory. You cannot be against this peace agreement and then you expect that you want to make another deal with the government. We will never accept that. All right? So thank you very much. We have to stop there, and maybe I will schedule another one when these supporters are ready to face each other. One of them has me to schedule this for Friday. So please prepare yourself if you want to be part of the show on Friday. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bed. Bye.